Something is up with presidents and UFOs. George W. Bush was so sketchy when he was asked about that. Bill Clinton said that there may well be aliens out there. Barack Obama said he couldn't explain some of the things that he's seen when it comes to unidentified flying objects. This is an Australian journalist who has a real interesting theory about why Donald Trump is scared to talk about UFOs.
He's scared they're going to kill him if he reveals what he knows. That's what I've been told. You have a situation where your potential president is terrified of speaking about the UAP issue because he's scared they're going to knock him.
I want to know what's going on. Would you ever open up Roswell and let us know what's really going on there?
So many people ask me that question. I won't talk to you about what I know about it, but it's very interesting. But Roswell's a very interesting place with a lot of people that would like to know what's going on.
So is that Australian journalist right? Because he is just waffling on this.
I think it holds water because we know that this dude, Trump, never met a secret that he didn't want to spill.
We also know that when he doesn't know anything, he always says interesting over and over again.
Also true.
And more importantly about that, though, the source, right? So Ross and I are good mates.
Ross is the guy that we just saw, the Australian journalist.
Ross Coulthart. So Ross and I talk all the time, and when he says, I have people and sources that tell me this and that, I trust Ross. And presidents all the way back to Eisenhower have been allegedly briefed on this sort of thing, and you can tell it when they're in these interviews that they're being, stopped at some point. I can't go any further.
If we were visited someday, I wouldn't be surprised. I just hope that it's not like Independence Day.
You're right. Every president since Eisenhower has been briefed on something. It may be that we don't know very much, and that might be the essence of the briefing, but that definitely within the community, national security community, there is a concern.
Why can't they take a stand? I mean, if they have some document that shows definitively there's no such thing. It's easy to say there's no such thing. They all waffle on this. Why?
Bush is very tongue-in-cheek. I think Bush is having fun with it.
Did you go through the secret files, the UFO documents? Because if I was president, that'd be the first thing I did.
You know, it's funny. My daughters asked the very same question.
They did?
Yeah.
Would you be allowed to tell your daughters what was in those files?
No.
You would not?
No.
Now that you're out of office, you can do anything you want, right?
True, yeah. But I'm not telling you.
You're not telling me.
I think that he thought it's a moment of being kind of charming and kind of tongue-in-cheek.
All of them are this way. And it's like everybody kind of wants to know this.
This is too binary. You're making it sound like they do know or they don't know, but the worst scenario is that they don't know.
Why is that the worst scenario? I cannot imagine a country that would want to inform possibly the most public figure of the government and tell them something that they could be susceptible. These are people who are going on late-night shows at times.
They say, okay, I want to see the file. No, I'm the president. I want to see the file.
I'm not denying there could be a separate agency that might have intelligence about alien life. Hypothetically, let's say that's true. The person that you probably don't want to be informed about that and have a slip, a human error of releasing that on hot mic, would be the face of the country.
So some bureaucrat knows, but the president doesn't?
I would say so.
It's a national security clearance issue. Each one of these presidents is sworn in, at a level of TS or above. They're not able to say much about it. And if they did, they'd be compromised.
If they admit, like, oh, yeah, I've seen it, yeah, I think there's aliens, are they just all afraid to look crazy?
Or get more questions.
It's media training. It's excellent media training.
Yeah, they can't discuss any classified files. It could be about anything and they can't talk about it.
They're all angling away, but it's not aliens, it's defense secrets and that kind of thing.
But also, the world isn't just America. Has any other governments or presidents said anything in this? We only give attention, so...
Going back to the presidents being coy, could it just be they don't want to cause mass hysteria? Because if they do say, yes, we have evidence, what happens then?
Okay, I'll buy what you're saying. It's easy to stop the hysteria if they say, I've looked at it, everybody's looked at it, and there's no such thing. But if there is such a thing, then there is a reason to not cause mass hysteria. So my feeling is they know something about life beyond us. If it wasn't so, they would just say it.
Totally agree.
I think so. With great knowledge comes a lot of responsibility, and I think the past presidents have done a great job with their media training. Trump doesn't care about media training, and so I think that his nervousness comes from the fact that he does know a lot. If there's extraterrestrial life that we do not know how to combat, everybody is going to freak out. So I think it comes with a sense of security to protect the American citizens.
Right, so what you're saying is they know something exists beyond us.
Absolutely, absolutely.